I love this movie. It's my favourite movie of the year, and I laughed and I cried. It reminded me so much of my own childhood, kind of running around. I mean, when you read the script for the first time, even though I know obviously you had a great story coming into the movie, but you must have thought, this is amazing. I have to be part of this.
I cried when I first read it, and I read a lot, and it's really hard for me to feel those emotions through text, and I'd never read a script before. So for it to be so well written that I'm just like flipping through and feeling like I could see it and I could feel all these emotions, and the second I read it, I just really knew I wanted to be a part of it, and I really hoped that Sean would give me the part, and he did. So that really was really happy.
This has been a bit of I can imagine it's a whirlwind anyway, going into, doing the press and going to Cannes and everything else. But for you, a whirlwind at the beginning from, Instagram person to actress. I mean, that must have been a strange little bit of journey. It's strange.
It's still strange. Every day is strange. Like, I'm in London doing press right now. Like, if somebody would have told me this a year and a half ago, I would have laughed, because it just seems so surreal, and now it's life, and it's just I literally have to pinch myself every day, because I just can't believe that all this happened, and on top of all this happened, but the movie being so special, I don't think any of us could have ever imagined.
Yeah, I mean, it's had amazing reviews and people have, loved the movie so far. I mean, that in itself must be just make your heart.
It's insane, and especially because I feel like all of us worked so hard on it, and we put our all into this, and to be able to show people across the world and to have them receive it so well and to love it and to support us it makes me so emotional. It's literally just a dream come true. I mean, we all knew the film was special, but to have other people feel that way is amazing.
I spoke to Willem earlier, and he was saying he spent a bit of time beforehand, in this environment to kind of get a grip of his character. Did you do something similar for that?
I flew in 2.5 weeks early, and I took classes on set of the Magic Castle before we started filming. So that was very helpful. I did a lot of character development, wrote a whole backstory, kind of hung out with a lot of the women that lived at the motels and got to know their stories, so I could kind of really understand where Halley comes from and the things she goes through every day, and it was very, very helpful.
I thought a lot of stuff with Halley was the stuff that kind of made me upset, in the sense that she's trying so hard to earn a living, even if she has to, grifting. I think Willem said it was in a little way. I mean, it must have been great to play a character that was so complex, but also had so much emotion and so much love for her daughter.
Yeah, for sure. And it's crazy. Some of the days where we would have like really emotional scenes, I would have to remind myself at the end of the day, I'm like, shake it off, Bria. You don't really feel this way. Like, because it does affect you, especially when you're so invested with the character, and especially when I love Brooklyn so much. And even like the DCF scenes, in my head, I'm like, they're taking Brooklyn. Like, it was intense and emotional, I think, for all of us.
Yeah. Let me ask you about Brooklyn. There's an amazing scene that's in the trailer where I think Willem comes to the door and you said, "Oh, you're a bad mother," and she says, "Yeah, you suck," or something like, "You're a disgrace," right?
Yes.
The relationship between the two of you is fantastic. I mean, was that, and straight away you two were just best friends?
Best friends. Moment we met. Yeah. And it was just, I feel like it helped so much because we didn't have to pretend. We had the chemistry on screen, off screen. Even now, I hang out with her every day. And when we're not, we live in different states. When we're not together, we FaceTime like once a week. It's my mini best friend. So.
Yeah. And also, I mean, working for Sean, I mean, I know he had great success with Tangerine, and he took this risk of doing it on an iPhone and everything else. This one is so full of life and full of colour. I mean, it must be great to work with a director that's so visionary and has such a clear kind of plan of what he wants to achieve.
For sure. And I feel like his films are so unique, and he's such an artist, and the way his mind works is so beautiful. And I just really appreciated watching him complete the process from A to Z. He edits his own films, so that was really cool. Yeah, I just feel like he's so talented, and he really deserves all the praise he's getting. I've never seen somebody work so hard on something in my entire life. Like, he's been working on this film for a year and a half every day, 24 hours a day. And it's so admirable because I can't even imagine how many times he's seen it by now.
And then finally, I mean, you have all these amazing, up-and-coming actresses and obviously you and everything else, but then you have Willem Dafoe dropped in as well, who's this massively seasoned actor. I mean, it must have been quite nervous, but also quite rewarding to work with him and kind of learn from him and his experience and everything else.
And I really appreciated the fact, I didn't know what to expect when he came on set, but I really appreciated the fact that he treated all of us like we were equal. He didn't come in there and was like, I'm Willem Dafoe. Like, you know, he really believed in the film and each of our individual characters, and it was really helpful to have someone of his caliber just be so confident about you. Like, it makes you believe in yourself, because you're like, if Willem says I could do it, I could do it, you know? Like, it's helpful.
Just finally, I mean, now you've done this, have you got the kind of acting bug now? You're looking for new projects and everything else?
For sure. But I definitely feel like I got so blessed with the fact that this movie was so special and impactful to me. I want to keep making films that make a difference and tell a story, and I don't want to just act to act. Like, I really feel good about projects like this, so if I keep acting, it's definitely going to be something special.
Well, this is so special. I loved it so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey You